We're going to go ahead and create a very basic wireframe using AxureRP, and we'll be using this website layout that is available on w3schools.com, located in the CSS section. If you go all the way down, there's a CSS website layout link, and that should bring you right here. So go ahead and bring this up on your browser. And once you've done that, go to AxureRP and do File New. All right, so I have my board here, which is open, and I'm just going to go ahead. This doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to go ahead and recreate this layout right here. So this is how I would go about it. Jumping back over to AxureRP, I'm going to go over to my library over here, and I'm just going to drag and drop this box 1 right here. I want this to serve as my background. Now, one of the most common desktop screen resolution sizes that's used worldwide is 1366 pixels by 768 pixels. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that our canvas size right here that we're working on is that width and height. So making sure that this white box is selected, I'm going to go over here to width. I'm going to put in 1366 and 768. Okay. Go ahead and see how that looks. Let me stretch this out here. That looks great. So typically I wouldn't mess too much with the width. The height, I'm absolutely fine with adjusting that. Users are absolutely fine with scrolling. You can make your box here a little higher, or you can keep it at the 768. I'm just going to put mine back to 768 for this. Okay, let me jump back over here. So I know that I have a header, and I'm just going to go ahead and, I'm going to go and I'll use box 2 for this. I'm going to drag that up here. And I'm just going to eyeball this. You see. Make this a little bit shorter and get right over here. And then if I'm happy with that, I can double click in that box, and I'm going to type header in there. Now remember, we always want to make sure and go and name our layers. So I know this one right here is my header. I'm going to double click in here. I'm going to type header. I'm also going to rename this my background. I'm just going to put in 1366 by 768 so that I know that that is my background. And I'm also going to select this. I'm going to lock it just because I don't want it to move around if I have to move around other elements here on my page. So I have my background and I have my header. Go over here. We need our navigation menu. So I'm going to drag another box up here. Like to get that aligned nice. And this one looks like it's going to be a little bit shorter than the header. So that looks about right to me. Again, I'm going to double click in the center here. I'm going to call it navigation. Go down here. Double click. Oops. Sometimes it can be finicky. Type in navigation. And let's see. Okay, we have 3 content areas. I know these 2 are smaller than the main content. So I'll drag another box here. Make this one. I'm going to name this one content left. And I'm going to actually copy. I'm going to do a Command C and a Command V right there, because I really do want these to be the same width and height. And let's see, that all the way over there so that it's flush. And then I'm actually going to, whoops, let me make sure I rename this. Right. I'm going to do a Command C and a Command V again. And I'm just going to stretch this out. Okay, I'm going to name this main content. Go over here. All right, make sure that all of my elements here are named. And finally, it looks like footer is going to be our last one. So you can drag another box over here. You can copy and paste one of these. I'll just drag a box over. Oops, that was the wrong one. Okay, I'm going to drag this all the way over here. Double click in the center. I'm going to type footer there and rename my rectangle over here. All right, so there we go. Everything looks great. I'm going to go to File. Let's do a Save As. And I just have a folder right here on my desktop called wireframes. We don't have to get fancy with storing these anywhere for now. We're just kind of practicing. So I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm just going to say web layout. Save it right there. And then you can always go ahead and just do a quick preview just to see what it looks like. And there you go. This is what your wireframe would look like when you save it or publish it. So let me close out of here. Just make sure you have everything saved. And once you have this saved, you can go and you can upload it to Play-Doh if the assignment has been assigned.